Hello folks, good afternoon, welcome. As per usual, just let me know you can hear me. Hello. Alright, Nicholas can't attend today, sends his apologies. No problem, Nicholas. No problem at all. Hope you enjoy whatever it is you're doing. Rob says, well done to Leeds United, they were the better side today. I didn't even know who Leeds were playing today. So I'm just going to check, but it sounds like good news. Bear with me. Whilst we're waiting for people to stream in, I shall small talk for a bit. Right, okay. Football. You thought you came here for Game Dev Tycoon. You are sadly mistaken. I'm here to give you the full-time scores. Let's have a look. Who did Leeds beat today? Derby County! Ooh! Is that our first win of the season? Could well be. Yeah, I think it is. Played 7 points. This is how closely I follow Leeds United. I mean, we've drawn so many games. Did we draw like 4 games? Something ridiculous. Drawn 4, won 1. So there we go. Happy days. Okay, so that's that out of the way. Thank you very much, Rob. Good afternoon. JJ, you can finally attend after a long string of absences. Welcome back. Story, hello once again. Zachary, hello Zachary. Ryan, and Ruben! Ruben, hello, welcome. My creative talent is back to assist. Good to see you. Okay, that's the introductions out of the way. Game Dev Tycoon, this is part number 5 of my gaming history, but it's not really gaming history anymore, it's sort of gaming present, isn't it? Because we've come to the end of the Xbox, I think, or near enough, and we're going to start developing games for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC, so it's the present day. I have one last story to tell you, once we get to the PlayStation 4 time, and then we're going to continue on until about 6:30 to 7 o'clock. So it's going to be about a 2.5 to 3 hour stream. We'll go as far as we can into the game. I don't think we're going to finish it, but we're going to go as far as we can, and then just basically just see how much money we've got, and that'll be the end of the series. I mean, ideally I would love to be able to create, as somebody pointed out last week, a first fantasy online, because you can make MMOs on this, but I think to make an MMO you got to jump through so many hoops and have so many things in development from your R&D lab that it's probably not going to happen in 2.5 to 3 hours time, but we're going to do our best to get as far as we can. And Dark Phoenix, hello and welcome. Strange people talking about brunch and morning, and over here it's like late afternoon coming up to early evening. Strange happenings, eh? Alright, so in the last session we finished off having made our community-based game Pokemon on the PC, a sequel to our strategy down with Pokeface. It got a average rating of about a 7, wasn't it, or something like that, because we had a bug in the game and I was a little bit disappointed, but it's selling well and we've got a decent amount of dosh, so we can't be too upset. And what I wanted to do off camera, but I'm going to do it on camera because it gives us time for people to stream in and filter in a little bit late. We're going to do a lot of jiggery pokery, some training, we've got to do some research, and we're going to build a new game engine, I think. Yeah, version 7, because we've got quite a few new stuff to throw in there. Full motion videos, multi-platform optimized. There's some more stuff to research as well, so there's quite a bit to do, and for some bizarre reason the game was a little bit slow there. Yeah, it's a little bit sluggish. Don't know what's happening here. Hello Alex! Hello, you're not you're vaguely late. I mean, I started 2 minutes late myself. Cowboy, hello! First Fantasy Online, Ruben, yes, I haven't forgotten, but if we get there, if we don't get there we don't, but if we do, it'll be great. So what do I want to do to start today's session? I want to do some research, I think. If we've got some stuff to research for our new game... What the hell is going on with this game? It's very laggy. I don't know what's happening. Oh well, we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. So we've got some research to do. Tons of research, in fact. And look at this. Advanced stereoscopic 3D, 3D graphics, voiceovers, simple body language. I mean, look at the research points required for all of these. We just simply do not have online play skill trees. We ain't got the research points for this. But we'll research what we can. We'll research what we can to start with. So we'll start with the big boys, the graphics definitely. And research advanced stereoscopic 3D. I don't know what the hell that is, but it sounds pretty decent. So we'll research that. That takes us down to next to no research points whatsoever. And because we have money to burn, what we're going to do is we're going to create a game engine just for the sake of it. It's not going to be the final product, but it's just going to be a game engine that we develop just to try and get some more research points. We're not going to G3 because we're not developing a game, and we don't intend to develop a game for a little while at least. Okay, so that's researched. So now what we're going to do, I don't know how cost effective this is going to be, but we're going to do it. We are going to create a custom engine, and it's going to be Damo2986's test version 1. It's not the original Damo2986 engine, it's just us prattling about with a few extra bells and whistles thrown in just to I mean, we could actually make it cheaper and take out some of the stuff rather than having everything in, so just save a little bit of money here and there. We don't need that in there for this. This is just literally a test engine to gather research points, because we need a hell of a lot before we get to the final version 7 of the Damo2986 engine. So we'll create that engine now. I'm not gathering a great deal of research points. I'm thinking, was it worth the effort? Because if you open your R&D lab as well, that generates you research points as well, at a slow rate, mind you. Pokemon is off the market. Okay. Okay, the engine is complete. We're going to do some contracts as well. Let's get some decent contracts done. Yeah, this is a big one. Cleanup database, 6 weeks. Should generate some research points as well. So just a little bit of jigging around. Just a little bit of jigging. What the hell is this? Kick it! A new gaming console. A crowd-funded gaming console. The Oya. Is this a real life console? I don't know, I've not recognised this one. Every game will offer a free demo. It will be available later next year. Okay. Just some more contract stuff. A couple more contracts. And we'll do one more custom game engine. What else can we throw in it? Just throw a few more bits in it to make it slightly different from the last one. Throw in some 2D graphics for a laugh as well. Okay. Damo2986 test version 2. Have I seen Fear the Walking Dead? No, Ryan, I haven't seen that. Oh, the Ouya is a real console. I'm no more streaming. No, I'll be streaming, my friend. Don't worry about that. I'm just talking about this particular series. It's coming to a close. So that's another test engine, gets us some more research points. Excellent. So some research then. We want to research voiceover. We want to research body language, simple body language, and research. We've got online play and skill trees. Now, before I've researched I've created 2 test game engines, so I'm reluctant to do that. So what I'll do is I'll create another game, and that will generate research points as well. The game that we create is probably not going to be very good because I don't think we've trained our people since last time, and we have already used all of the maximum features for the game engine that we currently have, so it's going to be very difficult for us to improve upon our last game. So I'm not expecting cracking results, but it'll give us a bit of money and more importantly give us research points. So let's go. I'm going to develop a new game. It's going to be, of course, a large game, and basically because we are now up to the present moment, I'm going to be open to any and all suggestions from you guys. So if you want to see a recreation of a famous game like in the previous episodes from games I've played before, this was going to be on the Xbox 360 as well, so bear that in mind. Please suggest some, and if you want to create a completely new concept, something totally different like a community based game, then we can go for that as well. So this is going to be a session where everything goes, anything and everything goes. So what shall we create first of all? This is a bit of a stopgap game really, just to generate some points for us, research points, so we can put the last couple of things into our brand spanking new game engine ready for the next generation of consoles when they're finally released. So I think we'll do it for all of them, all the big 3. It's going to be using the Damo version 6 rather than the test engines. Although we could use a test engine. But if we used the test engine, would that count as a brand new game engine? Would we get a bonus for using that? Maybe. Maybe. I'm going to try it actually. We might get a bonus for using a new engine. Although, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Forget that. Forget what I'm saying. Transporter Tycoon, a simulation-based game. Okay. Halo. No. I don't like Halo. I don't like it. The Walking Dead. Interesting. The Witcher. Right, Alex has got one. I like it. Short yell. Far Cry. Short yell. We haven't used a first-person shooter before, so this is going to be an action-based first-person shooter entitled Short Yell. It's going to be for everyone. It's going to be on all of the platforms using the old game engine. Let's see if we can make it work. Thank you, Alex. So we're going to use our 3D graphics version 4, which is the old engine, old graphics, but this is just a stopgap, as I said. And as soon as we start creating a game, there's a trend to adventure. We could have told us before we start developing, we could have made an adventure game. Right, so here we go. We'll try our best to make it as good as we can. We're going to struggle a little bit, I think. So here we go. This is a new topic. Action genre. So it's all about the game engine. The gameplay is also fairly important. And the sound isn't really... the sound. The story and quests isn't as important, but there's a little element of it. So, game engine. What can we throw in there for our short yell? Save game. Let's see how many we can put in before everything goes kaput. Well, there we go. So let's take out what we don't want. So if we're going to have a save game feed, if we're going to have save to cloud, take out save game, and take multiplayer, basic physics, and oh, this is a big combo: video playback and basic physics. I don't think we've done a game where we've had both of these in, so this could be a good one. I'm going to take out one more, unless we skimp a little bit on some of the other stuff. So like draw that back a bit and draw that back a touch. It's too much. No, it's going to be too much. If we go, if we try 18 and 62, 18 and 62, that could work. So we've got all of them bad boys in there. In terms of the gameplay, throw a few achievements in and character progression. Better user experience and take out game tutorials. In terms of story and quests, just chuck in some advanced cutscenes, linear story as standard, I suppose. That should do us. Right, engine is a tech-based stat. We'll put our best tech guy on the case, which is James. And gameplay is a bit of design, I'll take that. And then story and quests, good old Riley, who is the sweeper-upper, can take that. Alright. We just received a letter from a company called All Your IP Belongs to Us, and they say that our engine is infringing on one of their patents. Our test engine? Don't be ludicrous. They graciously offer a license to their patent for 28.1 million and are willing to give us a 50% discount if we just pay them without fighting them in court. We could pay this and hope they won't bother us, or we could refuse and try to resolve this in front of the courts. Alternatively, we might be able to rally our fans. Yeah, let's rally our fans. We've got a lot of fans. You don't know who you're dealing with here, people. You're dealing with Ambrose Productions. We're going to hype with the small campaign, short yell here, nothing too major. We rallied our fans and we did it! We won some more fans, the public's admiration. Oh yeah, Ambrose Productions is flying high, baby, flying high. So what are we trying to beat? We're trying to beat 582, 529. That's quite a high score, isn't it? Anyway, let me get this written down. This is short yell. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay. We have dialogues 0. Less talk, more action. That's what I want to see in the game. Boom. There we go. So, better dialogues for the lack of dialogues, yeah, that'll do. Level editor, level design, all in. AI, all in. Riley, you could say that. This is another heavy tech-based thing, so Eleanor's going to step in, is she? Or do we have Tom references? We have Tom. Level design is going to be taken by... I wonder if I could do that. No. Eleanor? Let's have a look at our last. World design, graphics. Graphics is another tech-heavy stat. And we're going to be one short, aren't we? We're gonna be one short. If let's see if can Riley do that. Ooh. I should not have taken. I should not have taken gameplay. I should not have taken gameplay. I should have taken level design and given gameplay to one of these two. So I've screwed up the bloody sliders already. Actually, Riley can do that. If Erin does that, Riley can do that. Tell me, we might be okay here. We might be okay. Ruben, what are you doing to me? You're leaving me hanging here? Oh, Alex, don't worry about it. No dialogues required. It's all about shooting, hearing the yells of your opponent. We make our own story. We make our own dialogues. Maybe it's a game where we put our own voices into the into it. Okay, what does you want? Nicola, what do you want? Nicola? It's Andrew. Where did I get Nicola from? Anyway, Andrew, feel free to ask us some questions. First-person action game. Can you tell us whether such a game would usually receive more focus on engine or stock? It's all about engine, buddy. Come on. Come on. Oh! It's time for G3 again. Do you know what? Let's take this to the large booth. We're taking it to the large booth. Do you know what? This could be a surprise hit. I'm actually getting a bit more confident about this. Was supposed to be a stopgap game, just to give us some research points and take us up to the next generation of consoles. But you know, there could be something in this. Right, world design. A little bit of world design because we could be using the world, and maybe we can shoot down trees and set grass on fire. You know, a bit of world interaction there. Graphics, very important. Sound, relatively so. So all the sounds, world design. We don't need open worlds per se. What can we take out? Nothing really. We can just put a bit more effort into it, couldn't we? Just a smidge of more effort into it, and job's good. So graphics is a techie, which Eleanor has been reserved for. Sound is a design feature. And then we've got world design, which has been taken by Erin. So yeah, lovely. Nobody overworked. Everybody happy, and much less stress than developing First Fantasy 3. You know, we're much more chilled out office atmosphere. Hopefully that will take us through, sail us through to get a good game. But the stats need to improve a little bit. We're lacking behind a bit there. But just as the industry seems to have silently accepted the slow demise of PC gaming, as more and more games are primarily developed for consoles, there seems to be a resurgence of the PC market. I wonder why. New, powerful and affordable hardware, a growing indie developer scene, and the rise of crowd-funded financing has meant a slew of exciting new projects hitting the PC market. And it seems to be getting stronger and stronger. And of course, don't worry console fans, because games are ported across anyway. Alright. Here, 1.2 million fans coming round, looking at Short Yell, thinking, this is a little bit different from what they usually do. They were perhaps hoping to see something maybe more akin to our usual productions, but, well, they got a bit of a shock. #1 booth! A new milestone in the history of Ambrose Productions. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And here comes the Oya. Apparently it's a real-life console. Which shouldn't be a shock, because all the consoles in the game are based on real-life counterparts, but I've just never heard of it. Well, we've broken our tech record, and our design bubbles are increasing pretty quickly. This is going to be a potential good one. Don't know how it's happened. Don't know how it's happened, but it's happening. This is looking pretty promising. Let's get those bugs out. And look at the research points. We can make our new game engine now. But where is the PlayStation 4? Where is the Xbox One? Come on, bring it out! I'm ready to develop games for the damn thing! Let me slow down a little bit because a bug could just flash up and crush us here. Like that, look at that. No particular trends. Finish. Woohoo! 573643. This is pretty promising! Level design, 3D graphics, volume 4's got. Oh, bing, 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 bing. It could well be. Blue Sword is saying, shouldn't this be first-person shooter adventure? Possibly. Action adventure, maybe. Could almost call it an action RPG, I suppose. But I was just trying to think of what would work in terms of the combination of the topic and genre, because it's a custom topic, you see. So some of them are a bit dodgy. What we think would work necessarily won't work in here. So I was going for the safe bet. FPS action, I know, should definitely be a good fit. Anyway, here we go. A ton of level ups. Good records here. Let's see what we get. Dynamic environment and orchestral soundtrack. More stuff to cram into our game engine. I think we're going to have to maybe leave a couple of things out, you know. Uh-oh. Here we go. Alex, if this is a success, you will be welcomed onto the Talent Council with Ruben. Together you will forge great titles for me, great ideas in the future. If this is a failure, Alex, you're fired. This I would consider a failure. An average of a 6? Wow. Not what I was expecting, it has to be said. I was expecting at least a 7, pushing on to an 8. I thought everything was good. Everything seemed to be good. Don't know what happened. Maybe because we use the old game engine. Could well be it. Ah, dear. Alex, sorry mate, but you haven't made it onto the council. Right, engine, online play. Look at all these costs. Bloody hell, fireman. Graphics? No. No. Skill trees. That's definitely good for an RPG, I would have thought. Which gives us 48 research points. 53, 57, 61. It's getting us a little bit of money. At least it's paid for its development. Ruben slyly laughing in the corner to himself, snickering, rubbing his hands together, saying, "Nobody's joining me on this council. I've got it all to myself." Okay, so topic audience match. Oh, that was a previous game. A couple of game reports behind here. Let's see how first-person shoot and action work together. 1 million in sales. Well, that's not bad. It's selling reasonably well. It's keeping our money afloat. You know, it's keeping our money consistent. Getting some research points, so we can now research something else. Dynamic environment. So we're 100 RP short of an orchestral soundtrack. So I think orchestral soundtrack shall have to be missing out of our new engine, and we'll have to put it into any engines after this one. I just can't see how we're going to get 100 research points anytime soon. And also there's not enough research points for any more training either, so any training is going to have to be put on the back burner for the time being. Yeah, it works well. Sound seems quite important. So the platform genre match was very good. The topic audience match was good. It worked well on some of the consoles. So why was it so low? I can't understand it. I think maybe because we developed a couple of new game engines, but we used a game engine that was two engines back. Could have hampered us, perhaps. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing I can think of that really hindered us. Using an out-of-date game engine. But fear not, that won't be happening again, because we are now developing a new game engine. The Damo2986 version 7 is coming very soon, with all the bells and whistles you can possibly imagine, such as advanced stereoscopic 3D, new graphics, online play, optimized support for multi-platform releases, skill trees, voiceovers, body language, dynamic environments. It's got it almost all. Not quite orchestra music, but we're getting there. So yeah, this is the best engine yet. Any new games we create for this bad boy are gonna be off the scale. The Emotion V5, they want us to release the source code. Give it away! Give it away to our... Here we go! Here we go! The next generation is fast approaching. Just in time for our new engine. Yes, yes, yes. Cameras and all the bells and whistles, voice commands. But there was a little bit of a hoo-ha initially because there was no backwards compatibility and there was all kinds of copyright sort of things in place, and ooh, it was a bit of a not sharing Microsoft's vision. Then they actually made a big U-turn, didn't they, eventually? 20k fans. Our adoring fan, and here it comes as well. Look at this beautiful console. I mean, it looks. I like the look. I love the look of it. But I still wish I got an Xbox One instead. I really do. But anyway, as soon as this comes out, I will give you a brief bit about my gaming history in relation to the PS4. Oh, that was it. Yeah, the Xbox initially had to. Had to be always on, always hooked up to the internet to work. I think something like that, anyway. And then Sony went around and said, and tried to pander to the fans much more, saying, "Oh, you don't have to do this. It's going to be much more player friendly." The usual PR stunts and toing and froing between the two console giants. I haven't done The Sims yet, Blue Sword. No. Ah, forget about the game saves, JJ. It's so save to cloud. It's the future. Dark Phoenix Ninja, you've missed nothing. You've missed Short Yell, which is a Far Cry spin-off, and it's sold short of 2 million. Give us 24 million in sales, which, yeah, it just kept us afloat. So that's all it did. There wasn't a massive hit. And here we go, after a massive public backlash to the controversial features announced for the upcoming Xbox One, they've changed their minds. No restrictions on how games are sold or shared, and it doesn't have to be online all the time. The fans' voices were heard. Plus the fact that the PlayStation were going completely the opposite direction and they didn't want to lose sales to the PlayStation. So sometimes a bit of competition is a good thing for the consumer. Okay, so our new game engine is ready, which gives us some research points to play with for training, so my staff can be trained just in time for the release of these new consoles. Oh, it's all looking good and fun here. I'm looking forward to developing games. I'm excited. What can we do? Can we make another sequel to our first fantasy on these new consoles? Right. I was considering going to do some training, but I think what we need to be doing is something else, actually. I think it's time that we trained Mr. Benjamin Wilkerson, our design guru, to become a design specialist. It's going to cost us 100 research points, 5 million in credits, which is not a massive problem to us. But we need this to open our R&D lab. So he's going to train. 38 points. Let's see what else we can spend it in. Design for you. How much is it going to cost? 10 points. Right, so design for you, dear. For you. Technology, but you're over 700, so we might just leave you off. Train you in design as well. Good old Eleanor Lamb. And you, Riley, as well. We'll train you in technology. And that leaves 8 points. Not enough to do anything else. But as long as we train some of our team. And are we going to be developing a game for this year's G3? I don't think we will be, but I'm just going to set up a medium booth just in case. Just in case. Just in case the consoles come out in the next week. We can open our R&D research lab. Of course, let's do it. This is new to me, so I mean, I know about it. I've seen a couple of LPs before, and I kind of roughly know how it's going to work. But I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination. But our R&D lab is ready, so I'm going to visit the lab. Simply click on the screen and drag to the left, or use the arrow keys. Blah blah blah. You can also click on the little R&D lab information card in the bottom right of the screen. Oh, okay, so let's take ourselves across here. I'm going to pause the game if we can. Here we go. Alright, so correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, if I get anything wrong as I try to figure out how this works. But I believe you need to put some money. Oh shoot! Money into funding the research, and the more money you put in, the faster the research is carried out. And we can research various things. Now, own convention is pretty much like your own version of G3, but the benefits of this isn't really too great compared to the other stuff. Internet opportunities is a very big one, because this will allow us to do a couple of things. It will allow us to create our own Steam, effectively, like a Steam online gaming platform, which will give us a income per month. But it will also open up the possibility of creating MMO games in the future. So this is a very important one to develop, because we're going to be trying to push our way towards or First Fantasy Online, rather. Hardware, I think, is a prerequisite for creating your own games console, I think, which I'm not overly concerned about. And then AAA games is obviously the next game size up from large games, which I think is another prerequisite. Is this another prerequisite for creating MMO games? Not so sure. But I think we want to start with, I think the first place to start would be internet opportunities. Opens up a couple of extra streams of income for us, and it's a prerequisite, as I said, for our future project. So we're going to start that project off, and we need to fund it. And I'm going to fund it with a maximum amount of money, because we're not exactly short of cash. But 3 million per month is a lot, and our money will peter away pretty quickly. So we're going to have to start creating games quite rapidly, and they're going to have to be quite successful to fund our R&D. Very expensive. Be careful that you don't overspend. Okay, I think maybe going full mashings might be too early. So I think what we'll do is we'll go sort of 3/4, maybe 1 million, 1.5. Project is now started, and as your researchers work on it, you will see the progress in the status card. Okay. So I think it was to 500. So if we go like 2 million rather than 3, and it'll just sort of go up slowly but surely until we get it. Oh, and look at that! The M-Box 1 has been released just in time for G3. Get over here. How do I drag? Quick! Oh, we just missed it! Oh, just missed it. Literally, I was about a millisecond away from clicking to develop a new game. We've just missed it. Aye. You bugger. No wonder we're not getting as many people as last time, because Short Yell is long gone. It's like, well, what the hell have you brought this game back to us for? We've already seen it. 28th place. Oh, it's affected our reputation, man. Right. So we've got internet opportunities increasing nicely. We have a new games console out. It is the Mbox 1. The PlayStation 4 isn't out yet, but that doesn't matter. We can develop for Mbox 1 and PC to start with. Large game, new game engine. What are we going to make? What are we going to make? What are we going to make? What's next on the list? Let's make it a good one. It can be any game. Any game. I'm opening it up to everything now. To games now present or to games from the past. Any game will do. We can recreate the classics, recreate the moderns, we can make our own. So what we should be doing, guys, is we should be getting a notepad open and jotting down some ideas, because all of the games we create today are going to be your ideas. So get those ideas flowing, get them written down, get them ready in preparation. Get them ready. Alex needs to redeem himself, he says. He needs to redeem himself after that short yell farce. We've already made a GTA. I don't intend making a sequel to start with, so this has to be a Game of Thrones game. Game of Thrones. We haven't done have we done a Fallout? I don't think we have. People are crying out for Game of Thrones, so we're going to make a Game of Thrones. We could also make a Fallout. We have actually, it's a toss-up between Game of Thrones and Fallout. They're the two suggestions. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? I'm making a large game. How come the cost just went down all of a sudden? Hey Maxter, hello, welcome for your short stay. Fallout. I think we're gonna go with Fallout. Boom, bida, bing, bang, bong. Fallout. It's gonna be, of course, a post-apocalyptic RPG. It's fairly simple, and we're quite good at RPGs, but we don't want to peak too soon. We don't want to overexert ourselves, because First Fantasy will be coming. We just have to make sure that we time it right to coincide with whatever we need to coincide it with either new game engine or with new features that we haven't used before. We just need to be prepared. We don't want First Fantasy number 4 to be a flop. So it's going to be a mature rated post-apocalyptic RPG on the old Mbox 1 on the PC. The PlayStation 4 is missing out. Snooze you lose. What are we calling it? Fallout. Somebody said Rise In. Works. Rise In. The new post-apocalyptic RPG is gonna blow your mind. Alex, is this your doing again? Do I trust you, Alex? Where's my other creative guy? Ruben. Where's Ruben? I'm banging my fist on the desk. Where's my Ruben? I'm here requiring creative talent, and he's gone bloody AWOL on me. Poor Eleanor's quaking in the chair. The boss of the office is screaming. He's punched a hole through his computer screen. His staff members are snoozing on him. Right. Rise In. This could be a big hit. It needs to have a catchy name. I don't think Rise In is just... I know it's the opposite of Fallout, but it's just not. It's just not doing it. Hello, John. Oh, he's here finally. Ruben is here. He's back. He's back. He was just sitting back, arms behind head, foot up on desk, listening to The Office shout and scream words at me, chuckling to himself as if to say, ah, these are pathetic. And now he's going to come with something catchy. Yes, Candrum, you've got a good point. Ruben could be bloody playing me for a fool here. It's telling me he's playing The Witcher when deep down he's working for Popeface Productions. Keep my eye on you, Ruben. Bunker strategy. Come on, come on. Let's veer away from the Fallout. Something post-apocalyptic. Anything post-apocalyptic will do. Bunker. Vault. Rise in the Fallen. Oh, do you know what? That's not too shabby. Rise in the Fallen. Or how just simply about Rise the Fallen. How about that? I'm liking that. Total collapse. I like that. Okay, we're gonna go for a jumble here, a jumble of suggestions. Rising, the collapse. Oh no, total collapse. Sorry, total collapse. Oh yes, there we go. We have it. It's locked in. Oh my God! Oh. Do you know what? John Desper's just literally turned up and I think he stole the show. I like this one. Rise. Sons of Apocalypse. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How do you spell it? Apocalypse. Next time, could you suggest something easy to spell, please, John? Sons of Apocalypse. Okay, so Alex, you're still not on the team, the creative team. Still working hard. I like to see. Ruben, this is your last chance now. You struggled to listen. You've been out of sorts, and you've just turned up late again. Okay, but John is now on the creative team. So we've got John and we've got Ruben here, who are both on the team. John has created a corker here. I can feel it. I can feel this being a hit just because of the name. So we've got Rise, Sons of Apocalypse, a large, mature, post-apocalyptic RPG, new engine, Xbox One, new console, on the PC as well. We're off. New graphics. This is going to be a big one. This could be a rival to First Fantasy. I'm feeling it. Oh, strategy games is recent. Why do they always give you a bloody trend once you've already started developing a game? Tell us it before we start developing so we can cater, you know. Blooming fools. Right, this has to work. This has to work. Did I spell it wrong? Apocalypse. Oh, I've put apocalypse. Apocalypse. Spelled it wrong. I put the flaming P the wrong way around. We can change the name. Luckily, we can change the name right at the very end, so we're okay. Just remind me. Just keep shouting in the stream chat to to change the name. Dearie me, what am I doing? Okay, this is an RPG. Apocalypse. We could leave it as that. A lisping. What's the word? Hero. Protagonist. A protagonist. Apocalypse. Okay, engine 20 to mediocre. We've got a heavy story and quest, of course, and we've got semi-important gameplay. We've got a ton of new stuff, so let me just look at these and decide what's going to go into this. I don't want to load too much into it because I want to save some things back, potentially for a First Fantasy, but I still want this to be a big hit. I'm going to do the people first. Now, it's an RPG, so it's going to be more design than tech, so I need to make sure that I don't overextend my design people. Story and quest. lead designer Benjamin Wilkerson is going to focus on the story and quest. He is a story and quest man. He's designed these beautiful first fantasy stories that have blown people's minds. We've put him back on the case to develop us a good story for this Sons of the Apocalypse. Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to change this. I think I like the sound of it now. Apocalypse. So he's there. Gameplay is also designed. Now, what else have we got design-wise for an RPG? How many designs people do we need? We've got story and quest and gameplay. That's 2. Dialogues is 3. World design is 4. Graphics, no. So if we need 4. So if I take, and we've got 1, 2, so we've got 5 to play with actually, so we should be okay from a design standpoint. So I think what we'll do is we'll put me on the gameplay, we'll put Riley as the odd job man, and that should do. Okay, so this is an RPG, story quest. Of course it's going to have a branching story, it's going to have advanced cutscenes. Full motion video is a brand new feature, which we're not going to put in. We're saving this one for the first fantasy. The game engine. Of course we have all of these before. Online play is a new feature, but we're not going to have that in here either. But we will load it with everything else that we can possibly squeeze into it. So mod support, cloud support. Oh, really? Really? We're a bit thin on the ground here. Okay. Bloody hell, we can't put much into the engine, can we? Oh, engine is very low. Sorry, I'm thinking gameplay. I'm thinking gameplay. Right, okay. So gameplay wise then, skill trees is a new one. We'll go bing bang bing. We'll go bing bang bing bang bing bang. Game engine. We're not going to have much in the game engine, are we? Save to cloud and mod support. Yeah, these two are probably most important for an RPG. If we can't fit anything else in, we can actually fit a save game in, which might be able to put no. So save game feature, save to cloud feature, mod support. It's probably the best we can hope for. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, the tip is too slow. Oh no, the bloody lag of these streams. Somebody's give me a tip about something. Maybe I should have had less engine and more gameplay. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Alex, if you don't have internet, then you're in today's day and age. You're tough titties, man. Okay. While you only need one specialist to start running a lab, you can train more than one. Additional specialists decrease the overall running cost of your lab. Oh wow, didn't know that. So if we train one more one more design specialist, we can make this cheaper. Okay. Gotta remember that for our next round of trainings. See if we can get Erin up to design specialist as well. Help us in the long run, won't it? Okay, here we go. First of all, I shall do the sliders. We've got an RPG, dialogues, very important. Level design, not so important, but still relatively important. And artificial intelligence, yeah, not marvellous. So they're about there. That's what we usually do for our RPGs. And they've been a success in the past, so why fix what is broken? So let's do the people next. So dialogues requires another specialist. Erin is already on the case. Level design requires a tech guru. And Riley's on the case there. No, he's not. He's been switched out for Tom references. Come on down, Tom. And instead, Riley shall take artificial intelligence. Oh yeah. Okay. So dialogues. Simple body language and voiceover are both new. So we've got better dialogues, dialogue tree, and we'll put in one of these but not both. I don't think we can put in both anyway, can we? So we could do something like that. We're never going to be able to have both in, I don't think. So what we'll do is we'll do one or the other. And I think we'll go for voiceovers. Level design, that's a new one. Dynamic environment, so we'll leave that off, but instead we'll just keep the usual other things in. And these two, we'll go with AI companions. There we go. Just take it down a little bit more. So yeah, that seems to work. We're not overloading with all the new stuff. So that's going up really quickly. Really quickly. Oh, and it's been released. The PlayStation 4 is finally here. Oh, maybe let's do some marketing. Big campaign, please. This is going to be another RPG smash hit from Ambrose Productions, who are becoming somewhat of an RPG specialist developer. Alright. Ooh, let's have a look. So, this is the final piece of the puzzle. We've got world design, Bing, full. Graphics, relatively important. And sound in an RPG. Nope, not bothered too much about sound. Thank you very much. Right, so the three, we're not going to throw in that. We can anyway. Which is a bit of a shame. We got sound, soundtrack and surround sound. I mean, I don't know why we didn't take these out of the game engine. We don't need them anymore. Forgot to take them off, but never mind. Could have saved ourselves a little bit of coin. But sound's not important, so we can't have both. So we're going to go just for the soundtrack or just for the surround sound. We can't even. We can do the surround sound. People last time I did this were screaming that no soundtrack but surround sound. You should do the soundtrack is separate from the yeah, whatever. A surround sound and soundtrack combined. Think of it as that. And we can chuck in virtual economy, or we can leave it off. I think we're going to chuck it in because we've left off a few other things. We need to have some of the new bells and whistles as well, so we'll chuck that in, and that should do us. That should do us. Oh yes, indeed, it should do us. For some reason, the graphics. It's just gone a bit skew-iff here. Wait a minute, what am I doing? What am I doing? Sound should be there. And if we take the graphics down a touch, oh, we can't do that anymore. I didn't have this problem before, did I? Soundtrack only? That's a downgrade, surely. I'll try that. Right, world design. Who's our final designer? Erin, Benjamin. What's happening here? No, but Benjamin, is he already doing something? Erin? She's overloaded. Eleanor, I think you're doing that, aren't you? No? She's doing too many things. Graphics is tech, so that's where you're going. There we go, it's better. And sound is design. Benjamin is too much, so I shall take that to lighten the burden. So there we go. A few little tweaks and changes. Yeah, I'm happy. Relatively happy. Don't think it's going to be a first fantasy, but if it's above an 8, I consider it a success. That's my yardstick now. You know, we've got to that level of our development now. You know, we've got to that sort of, people have that expectation of us that when we release a game, it's going to be a good game. So anything below an 8, it's just not good enough. Okay, so we have researched the internet. We already see some small signs how successful multiplayer games can be, but multiplayer blah 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 blah. Additional feature, not the main focus. We think we could develop technologies to create a massively multiplayer online game. More research is necessary. Online distribution platform. So this is the Steam thing, isn't it? So Codename Grid is for Steam and MMO is for MMOs. We need this to create our final masterpiece, First Fantasy Online. So let's get researching once again. 2 million per month. New project. Codename Grid. Also quite a big project. Off we go. There we go. Thank you very much. And there, Xbox 360 shall soon be gone. Oh, and we're finished. Let's have a look at the stats here. 744 is a massive, massive improvement on the design. Tech, not so much a record, but it's still high for an RPG. Hype is pretty good. This could be good. This could be good. I'm a little bit nervous though. Go. And I didn't change the name, if you noticed. Can we change it now? Yeah, we still can change it. But I'm not changing it. People are also with me on this one. We are not changing this. This is Rise, Sons of Apocalypse. The lisping protagonist shall be the most memorable of them all. 765592, got a couple of levels up. Alright, here we go. Are you ready to see what this is gonna get? Realistic weather. They're all coming out now, aren't they? Let's get... Oh! Xbox 360 is no longer supported. We've released 5 games for the platform, earning a total of 263 million. Woof! I call that a success. Game report, please. Here we go. Rise, Sons of the Apocalypse. The reviews are in, and John Desper's head is on that block. Will a dragon swoop down and save him? Oh! Ambrose Productions RPG Limited, strike again! You beauty! It's another roaring success, John. Come, you've earned a bonus, you've earned a raise, you've earned a free cruise around the world if you want it. Come forth and claim your reward. Beauty! The money's gonna fly in once again. Look at this. Only number 8 in the charts though. What the hell? Expectations are higher than I expected. Wow. Maybe because we didn't go to G3, we didn't get the amount of sales that we could have done with all the hype. Never mind. Yes, John, your head is still attached. Ah, dear. Alex, you came up with the rise part. I can't remember if you did. I can't remember, Alex. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, such. I think it was the name. I think I'm gonna take some credit as well because I think the lisp part was also to do with it. If I do say so myself, I shall be taking some of the credit, as all bosses will do. You know. Right, we've got tons of work to do. We cannot rest on our laurels. We still have to fund this. We still have to fund her research, her to become I'm overexcited. I can't speak. Okay. What do we want to do? These are going to be 180, which is going to bankrupt us in terms of research points. And I'm also thinking that because we are obviously specialising in RPGs, it's nothing, you know, if there's any sort of question about what games we should be specialising in from here on in and putting most of our efforts into, I think it's been dispelled because all the RPGs we are creating are absolutely, you know, great hits. So sound isn't very important for an RPG, and I wonder, even if we do research orchestral sound, I don't think that we'll be devoting enough time on the slider for sound to be able to implement this. So researching this is probably a waste of time and a waste of research points for us. Whereas world design is much more important, so I think if we go for the weather and just totally forget about this unless we've got RP points coming out of our ears, you know, spend our points on other things like training and much more RPG based bells and whistles. We've got to start thinking a bit more ahead, I think, now. Yeah, all games need an arrow in the knee, don't they? It is possible to get a 10. It's possible. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Somebody got a 10, 10, 10, 11 for a more than a 10. So I know it's definitely possible. I've definitely seen it. Unless somebody had made a glitched game or glitched video or some kind of mod, I don't know. But I've definitely seen it. Now, whether that was legitimate or not, but I think it is. I really do think it is. Anyway, somebody's harping on about how great this game is. And is it really wrong? Is it really bad of us to sort of roll our eyes and just sort of like, you don't have to tell me, I know my game's great, you know what I mean? Is it a bit, are we getting a bit, you know, too big for our boots, maybe? A bit complacent? I don't know. Yeah, sound not very important for an RPG, hence forget about researching any more sound features for now. I know we are creating other games that probably will use sound, but those other games that we create are probably just going to be stopgaps now. Games that we just need to just churn up a bit of money or generate some research points, prepare our team for that big RPG release. 5 million in sales. Keep them coming, guys. Keep it coming. There's realistic weather. So now some training, and the only training that I really want to do, I think, it's going to be a big. It's going to be a big. Oh, well, she needs design training first. She's not quite above 700. So if we give her Code Jam, in fact, we don't need to give her Code Jam. We can give her a cheap one, just to save some RP points. So give her that. I haven't trained last time round, so I'll train this time, and I'll train in technology. Which is there. That gives 100. So we've got 20 points to play with. So 2 more people can get training. Now, who missed out last time? Did you miss out last time? I think you did. But you're over 700. So what I'll do is I shall give you some research training, just so that you've got some training behind you. You might have missed out last time as well because you were getting boosted up. What I'm going to do is probably do some courses, I think, as well. G3 is just coming around the corner, so we need to be developing another game very quickly. Right, she's ready. She is ready to be trained as a design specialist. Is she not ready? Oh! Stupid me! She can't... Yeah, flaming hell. Because she's above 500, she can't learn from the bloody book study. So it only goes up to 500 level cap, so she needs to use... She needs to use this one, and I've just... No, ooh, just might catch it. 100 research points left. Meanwhile, whilst they're doing that, let the rest of the team quick contract work, something shorter. Something shorter? There, that'll do. Just... See you later, Candrum. Large booth, we are going to G3, honestly. She's not learning design either from this one. I think maybe she's even reached a peak in terms of... Oh, what the hell's going on here? Why isn't she learning? She's so close. Oh, forget it. Forget it for now. Let's just create another game before it's too late. Okay. Game number 3 is this for this new generation? No, it's not. It's game number 2. Game number 3 of the session, but the first game was on the old systems. So yes, and for the first time we can create for the PC, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So there we go. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Have we planned ahead? Have we planned ahead? Come on. It's not. We can't make an RPG game. So it's going to have to be something else, because I think the next game that we create after this one is going to be First Fantasy number 4. I really do think it's going to be First Fantasy number 4. I can feel it. I can feel it. So come on, guys. We can make a well, sports game. We could do. That's completely new. That's something different. Crusader Kings. Ooh, that would be interesting. We haven't made too many strategy games. Crusader Queens. Do you know what? I'm kind of tempted. What would that be? That would be medieval strategy. The Last of Us. We can't use post-apocalyptic though. Again, we can't use the same topic twice in a row. We'd get a massive penalty. So we can't make that. I think Crusader Queens has got my juices flowing. Crusader Queens. It'd have to be PC only though, because I don't think simulation games work very well. Wait a minute. Completely just clicked off my live stream there. Bear with me. I don't think simulation game. It's not simulation. Strategy games will work very well on these consoles. I could be wrong, but strategy games are pretty much PC only. A Western action like Red Dead. Well, that would be an RPG, wouldn't it? We've already done an RPG, so I don't want to do another one. We call another word for Crusader. Jihad Queens? Is that going to cause too much problems, do you think? I think we're going to do it, you know. Jihad Queens. It'll be another medieval strategy, which we've done a fair few of these, to be fair. But I mean, it works. We have to take these off. Should we make it? I think we're going to make it everyone. We could make it mature, but I think it's better suited for everyone. People are liking Jihad Queens. So I think we've got it. Jihad Queens, a large, everyone game, medieval strategy based on Crusader Kings, PC only, on our new game engine. It's locked in, and it's going to G3, God help us all. Yeah, I mean Crusader Queens was probably a better name, but I mean Jihad Queens, it's got to be a slightly different twist, you know. And we're back up again, 1.37 million. #1 booth once again. And we're off and running. Okay, I bloody hate this part of the game now. When you first start, this is very simplistic, but the more complex the games, the more things you put in, the more bloody hassle it is. Right, okay. So, here we go again. We've got Jihad Queens. Yay, Jihad Queens. Gameplay, very important. Engine, semi-important. And story and quests, non-existent, really, for a simulation. If you're not simulation, strategy. I always get simulation and strategy mixed up. I mean, to be fair, they're very, very similar in style. I think 20% there. I mean, very minimal. Very minimal indeed. Okay, so I think this is going to be a more tech-heavy based affair because of the nature of it being a strategy game. So, story and quests. Let's take Riley onto that to start with. Gameplay. Although gameplay is I wonder, actually gameplay is design. So we'll give that to Benjamin Wilkerson. And engine is tech, but not a massively heavy tech. So we'll give that to me. So me, Benjamin Wilkerson on the gameplay, and Riley on the story and quests. That seems to work for me. Okay, so we've got story and quest. I mean, what can we put into here? Advanced cutscenes? That's probably all we're going to fit in. That'll do. Engine. Multiplayer definitely. Save game feature. Video playback. Online play. We haven't used online play yet, and I want to hold this off for First Fantasy. But would it work really? An online play with an RPG? I just don't know if it will really require. And if we're putting enough into RPG game engine in terms of its timing to be able to use it effectively. I think we're going to go online play here. We're going to go online play here. We're going to go for mod support, of course. It goes hand in hand with a strategy game, doesn't it? And it needs some sort of save game. Save to cloud. Physics probably not as important for a strategy. So yeah, online play overrides multiplayer by the looks of it. So we've got save to cloud, mod support, and online play. I like that mix. And as for gameplay, I think we can probably pull them all in, barring skill trees. How important is gameplay in an RPG? Pretty heavy, I would say. Yeah. So I think we'll leave the skill trees off for First Fantasy. Don't want to use everything. So yeah, that'll do. Achievements, character progression, and tutorials and a better user experience. And that looks good. What I might do is, because we did actually put in realistic weather, I would probably do an extra upgrade to my game engine to make it the Damo2986's version 7.5 rather than a brand new one, just to get an extra bonus for using a new engine for First Fantasy. So that will also help us out. I'm doing everything I can to make sure that it's going to be a hit. Right, share some information. Yes, indeed. More dialogues or more artificial intelligence. What are we doing? A strategy? I say AI is highly important in strategy. Definitely. Hype is building. PlayStation 3 is off the market. We're going to market it with a large campaign. No expense spared. And we're almost ready with our codename Grid. Okay, part 2 of the development phase. Here we go. Meta strategy, so it's all about level design. AI is semi-important, and dialogues pretty much non-existent, I would say. Pretty much non-existent. Minimal. Right, okay, who's on the case? Level design is Heavy Tech. Heavy Tech, who's the techie? James, come forth and do your stuff. Alright, so James is coming on in. Artificial intelligence is also quite techie based, but it's a sort of 50-50. So Eleanor's coming in, or is she? We'll save Tom. For sound. No, sound's design. Sound's design. World design is design as well. Okay, so fine. Tom shall do this. Erin can't do that. Riley has to do that because we're going to need Erin for world design and Eleanor for sound in the next one. So that's fine for the people. Dialogues. Any dialogues? Any dialogues that we do have, we shall give them... Oh, maybe voiceovers, no? Body language? Dialogue tree? And better dialogues. And I don't think you need a dialogue tree, but you do in this game. Think of dialogue tree as those pop-up boxes. You know, in Crusader Kings you get them boxes where you can make various choices. Maybe not dialogue tree, but like a decision tree. That's how we can think of this. Level design, certainly a level editor, Easter eggs, mini games, dynamic environment. Ooh. What's this? This is level design. How important is level design to an RPG? Important. So I'm going to leave that off. Leave that off and put that into First Fantasy. So we'll leave that off. And AI, we can put both of those in. Alright. So I'm happy with all of that. Okay, we have our own internet-based distribution platform. It should help boost the market share of the PC considerably, just in time for our release. And if we ever have our own console, which we won't, it would be of great benefit. And it will give us an income every month as well. Lovely. Which means that these people are resting on their laurels. Not on my watch! We want more. Right, AAA games certainly is something that we could certainly look at. MMO we want as well. We want both of them, so we'll go for AAA games first. Should we make First Fantasy IV AAA? Would that be too much? Funnily enough, I believe there is actually another generation of consoles after this one. Although this is the present day consoles, there is like a future console. I think, is it the PlayStation 5? And the Xbox or the M-Box next. So there is actually another generation. We could do the AAA, but I don't know how far we're going to get in this stream in time. Do you know what? I'm going to go for AAA games, just because I think And I think we can afford to bump it up to 3 million. I mean, I'm not exactly rolling, you know, I'm not exactly paupers here. I do think that we are reaching our peak in terms of game size. Maybe we've done a few large games now, and to be able to make bigger games would be a benefit. So AAA games is coming next. Right, here we go. Development stage 3, world design for a strategy. Very important. Sound also semi-important, and then we've got the graphics, not so much so. The graphics not so much so. So just enough for the 3D graphics. We've got the sound's going to be high, so we're going to put on the soundtrack and the surround sound. And in terms of world design, we've already used everything already once, so we might as well just use everything again. So because we do have, I think, realistic weather would come under world design, so we do have that to add to First Fantasy should we need it. So what we'll do is we'll make First Fantasy number 4 a large game, and whatever happens first, whether it's a AAA game or whether it's an MMO, will be the next one after that. So I don't think this is going to be researched in time for First Fantasy number 4, unless we hold off and develop something else in the meantime. But then I think we're going to be struggling for things to put in it. And I do believe that the next game would be a good one. World design. Design. So who's designing this one? Eleanor. Good. Graphics is a tech-based stat. Tom could probably nip that. And then sound is also design, and we had that reserved for Erin. So there we go. Nicely balanced. Sliders done. Bells and whistles done. Graphics. We can't put the what? We can't put the version 5 graphics in. Really? Do we have to take other things out, or is it? What's the issue here? I've never seen this before. Why are we struggling so much with graphics? Maybe because we've never made a game that we haven't actually focused on graphics so much. But, we cannot do anything else. We're going to have to suffer. We're going to have to suffer. I don't know how this stuff affects the game, but there's nothing else we can do. We're not going to be. Graphics is not very important, so hopefully this won't hinder the score too much. Nothing else we could do. Well, we'll see with the review scores what happens. So we've released 4 games for the PS4, or PS3, sorry. 249 million. Another roaring success. So we've got. Let's have a look at the bubbly things. We're not looking to row. Oh, we are. It's not too bad. It is a strategy, so design isn't massively heavy anyway. So we've got a. Have we got a record for tech though? That's the big thing. 6. Yeah, we have. I'm going to have to let these bubbles keep ticking because these aren't as high as I would have liked. I think we've reached the peak. Oh, bug! Ah! It's done it to me again! You flaming shits! They do it on purpose. I bet they've got a camera in my room, and as soon as I'm ready to press the button, they say, "Let's put a bug in there!" With their evil laughs. Oh my god! It's going to hinder us as well. Right. So the bubbles aren't as high as I would have liked. This is is thrown in. Factor in the graphics is not 100%. So I reckon this is going to be about a 6. I really do. I think it's going to struggle. I think it's going to struggle. We can research interactive story and moral choices, which is going to be useful. They sound very RPG based, which is just in time for our new game. But you know what? If this is a 6, I won't be too unhappy, because it'll mean that it'll give us that sort of springboard to bounce back with an epic hit with First Fantasy. So yeah, I'm not overly sad. Right, can we generate a game report? Why can't you generate a game report? There we go. G had queens. Yeah, I'm not even going to build the suspense for this. This is not going to be very good. I can feel it. Oh! An 8! Wow, I'm pleasantly surprised. G had queens. Okay. Thumbs up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that works. And it's gonna pay for something. It's gonna be quite. It's gonna sell a few copies, isn't it? It's gonna sell a few. Almost 1 million in the first week. Yeah, it's gonna sell a few. All right. Well done. Rank 11. Well, considering how big a hit Rise of the Apocalypse was, Sons of the Apocalypse only got to number 8 with almost a perfect score. This has got rank 11. I think we should be proud of this. So whoever suggested this, well done. I can't remember who it was, but props to you. Right, now we're going to have to train now. This is us once again preparing ourselves for First Fantasy. It's First Fantasy time, people. What's that term? Sequel stress is once again about to hit the office. The pained look on my face, I'm sat behind the desk, lets the team know what's coming. Cancel your holiday, say goodbye to your loved ones, because we're not leaving this place until the game is done. It's First Fantasy time. But first we must research things to go into it. And this is story quests, so this is very important. So interactive story, we want that in there. Research, yep. Moral choices, we want them in there. So we'll get those sorted first. And then we shall do some training with everyone. Make sure they're just 100% ready. And we might even splash out for the maximum training, for the big training. This has to be a success. Right, Erin? She can only train in the highest level design now. So, what is design? Game design course. That must be design, surely. Yeah. We know it's... Yeah, thank you. Very good. Yeah, we go. She's now training. She can actually become a specialist now, but as I said, 3 million per month, we can afford it. We don't have to skimp and save. Moral choices is done. Right. You are going to train in technology, but you can only do the expensive courses as well, so that'll be probably programming, that'll be design, that'll be tech, R&D course. I'm going to try programming, that sounds very techie based, and train you up in design, game design. So we'll let those 3 train. And then what we'll do is we'll create our new game engine, and then we'll train the second lot up, and me, and then we'll be ready. Are we going to hit G3 though? We might just miss out, you know. We might just miss it, which means we might have to put it... Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, quick. Oh, what do we do? We have to create this game engine. It's good. It's getting so close. I don't think we're going to hit it. We need to hit G3. I think we've trained 3. I think 3 is fine. If we just get that game engine. Oh, how quick for a game engine? How quick? Can we do a game engine in a month? I don't think we can. I'm going to try it. I'm going to risk it. It's not only sequel bloody stress, it's game engine stress. We're falling behind. This is the version 8. What are we adding to this bad boy? Some more RPG features. Realistic weather. It's probably not even an 8. It's probably a 7.5. It's not got a new graphics engine, so it's just an upgrade to Daymotion version 7. It's a 7.5. Can we create this in time? I don't think we can. 60 million in sales for Jihad Queens. Holy cow. We're not going to hit it, are we? Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is a race against the... Oh, we're not going to hit it. We're not going to hit it. We've missed it. We've missed it. 60... Curse you! Jihad Queens. We were #1 booth, but we had nothing to show them. You know what? I'm just going to sit here until next year and do nothing. I can't miss G3 with First Fantasy, and I don't want to create another game. So I think what we'll do is we'll just sit and prepare. We'll sit and have a chat. We'll sit and have a chat. That's what we'll do. We can create in fact, we can create AAA games now. We could put... Oh, do we have to put that into our new game engine? Shall we make it AAA? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm so excited. I've never been this far in the game before. Ooh. Right, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Patience is the key here. We've got to time things right. Do you know what? My team have earned a year off. I think I would have just tell them, just go on holiday. Go on holiday for a long, long time and come back refreshed. Because when you come back, we're going to work our fingers to the bone on First Fantasy. We can license game engines. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does that do? What does that do? License game. I think that's an R. Is that an R&D thing? We'd like to stage an internal coding contest. I think we could learn a lot by doing this. Yes! We've got a year off. Do what you want. Meanwhile, we need to start project. What does this do? We have a lot of experience in creating custom game engines. Why not sub-license our engines to other developers? Not only this will cement our market position as a technology leader, but it will also help offset the growing cost of development. No! We don't want to give our competitors any insight into how we're doing what we're doing. No! We'll be greedy and keep them for ourselves. Instead, we're going to research MMO. Thank you very much. Lovely. And in fact, what's happening? What's happening here? What's happening? Why are they all leveling up? Oh, it's a competition! Ah, yes, it's the competition, the coding competition. Just bear with me, folks. Okay. So we have some kind of a virtual reality headset here. True 3D immersion. The Visorious. Looks like a pair of giant ski goggles. Bit of motion sickness. Is that a platform? Visorious support. Wow. Really? Man, so what the hell? Stop clicking on train. I'm trying to click on research here. Visorious support. I'm not overly fussed about that, to be honest with you. Okay, James has won the contest. Good on you, James. Nice one, brother. Right, okay, so we're going to continue our research, our training with a second group of people that we haven't trained up yet. So you were training in technology, I think. So we'll train her in the best technology that money can buy, which is that one. Same with you. Design, though. The best design money can buy. And you Technology. And me. Design. Okay. So we'll just keep waiting patiently for next year to tick on over. The team just having a bit of training, bit of team bonding, you know, laughing a joke, preparing themselves mentally for what they know is going to come very soon, which is the absolutely hellacious task of producing an epic sequel to our first fantasy series. A new game to the series. Number 4. It's got to be a world beater. We cannot let the franchise down. Right. So now we're ready. We just do some contracts to keep them fresh. Just make sure that they're continuing to keep their fingers typing on the old keyboard. We don't want anybody getting a bit complacent, anybody getting lazy. So just do a few bits and bats. There we go. Another couple of them and we should be sorted. Thank you. Keep going. Oop, no. We'll just do them all. We'll just do all the contracts. In our sleeps. You know what I mean? We're all doing it with one hand here. $84K is coming on in, guys. And last contract. It's amazing what you can get done in a year off. Right. I think it's close enough to G3 to start developing our game now. I'd say so. Right. Here we go. It's sequel stress time. First Fantasy number 3 was a 9.75. What the hell? Start again, shall I? First Fantasy 3 was a 9.75. First Fantasy 2 was a 9.75. First Fantasy 1 was a 9.25. So yeah, this is what we're living up to here. This is what we are having to contend with, and this is what is on the line. Here we go. Triple A, baby. The First Fantasy sets the bar again. First Fantasy number 4. What is the name? I know you've been shouting in the chat about it. What's it gonna be? Armageddon? Blooming? Integration? Boiling over? We've had what we had. We've had the contradiction. We've had the paradox. Maybe we should go for the same sort of theme. The conundrum. I don't know. What was the first one called? It was just called First Fantasy. Oh, come on. Awakening? Nope, that's been used by Dragon Age. Finally boiling over. No. No. The contradiction's contradiction. No. Armageddon. Keep thinking. So it's a fantasy-based RPG. It's going to be on every platform known to man. Well, at least the ones that matter anyway. New game engine, the Damo2986 version 7.5. Such is the importance of this game that they've developed a game engine specifically for it for the first time. 7.5. Okay. The name. The Odyssey. Ooh, yes, that's not bad. What does Odyssey mean though? The revelation. The enigma. Revelation. I like it. I like it. How do you spell revelation? Am I going to make a typo on this one? Is that how you spell revelation? First Fantasy 4. Revelation. Yes, I think that's it. Come on, people, are we happy with this one? I think it fits. It's in keeping with the theme. It's got a ring to it. It's just, I can picture it on the bloody shelf in a game shop. I think it works. Hello, Chris. Evolution. Do you know what? I think I'm going to reserve that name, John. Creative John here on the council. First Fantasy Evolution. That could be the name of the MMO version. We're evolving to the MMO side. I like that. Keep that in your mind, John. That's why I hired you. Coming up with these good ideas, thinking 2 steps ahead as always. Right. I think Revelation is going to do. Who suggested Revelation? Was it you, Alex? Final should be added. The final First Fantasy Evolution. Could be. Actually, yeah, that could work. Alex, did you didn't suggest the Revelation, did you? It was Joe that first suggested it. Jojo. Look at Alex trying to ride on other people's waves just to get in my good books. You're still not coming onto the council, Alex. I don't like these underhanded tactics. Revelations with an S. Okay, I think so. Let's put an S on the end of it. And not an A as well. Revelations, I think we've got it. So it's a AAA game. First Fantasy number 4, the 4th installment of this epic RPG series entitled Revelations. Everything is set. It's locked in. Go! Well, it's not new graphics, but it's the best graphics that we've got at the moment. A marketing campaign. What the hell? We don't want a marketing campaign, do we? Right. Sequel, stress, large booth, large marketing, large everything. Oh yeah. I don't know why you're criticising Ruben, talking about squabbling peasants. I haven't seen any creative talent from you this session. I don't know how you're still on the bloody council. Must be all those cups of tea you're bringing me to keep me sweet, as I feverishly bang my head against my keyboard. Right, our research into massively multiplayer online games is complete. The possibilities of MMOs are big, but they are also risky. In our research, we realised that before we can begin to develop an MMO, we will need to create a special game engine for it. How do we do that? You will need to complete the research for the MMO support feature with one of your staff. Okay? Once it is integrated into a game engine, you can start building an MMO, but be careful. It seems that MMOs only work with the best theme genre combinations, and you will also need to have specialists on your team. Oh no! Oh damn! It's going to be hard. So when you train, obviously you can't train them now, I don't think, but you see all these specialist stats. Oh, she doesn't have one because she's already a specialist tech woman, but when you train them, there's like, you can have a world design specialist, a sound specialist, which means we're going to have to train our entire team to be specialists for all of the most important roles of an RPG MMO. This is going to be even more stressful than trying to create a bloody First Fantasy sequel. I don't think my heart can take it. Right, bear with me. So I am trying to organise a movie night tonight, so I will be receiving and sending some messages. Right. Here we go. This has to work, and I have to make sure that I don't screw up anything. This is the old sequel stress kicking in again. Right. Story quests full, gameplay 70%, an engine not very important, but it has to be important enough to be able to support whatever it is we're pouring into it. 25. Diddly dee, diddly do. Right, okay. Right, who's going to take what? Now we need to be careful that we need our design specialists. On story and quest, that's 1. Dialogues is 2. Gameplay is 3. World design and graphics 4. 4. Okay. Story and quest. Well, we know who's doing that. It's Benjamin Wilkerson, isn't it? He is the expert. He has been creating the stories thus far for the game, and he will continue in that same vein. Gameplay is also design. 1, 2, 3. Need 1 for dialogues, 1 for world design. So we'll save. We'll save Erin and Eleanor. So I'll take Eleanor. So I'll take gameplay, engine. What's that? Is that a tech one? Yes. Yes, not very much tech. We need to save Riley for design as well, so we'll go with Tom for that. He should be able to handle that. Okay. Right. Oh, come on, woosah. Just taking our time here. So we've got the story and quest. What we're going to throw into the story and quest, we're going to have moral choices, interactive story, full motion video, and advanced cutscenes, and a branching story. Oh no, interactive story overrides branching story. We've got all of the big ones in here. All of them are crammed on in. Oh, it's going to be a glorious affair. Interaction beyond anyone's wildest imaginings. Moral choices. You're going to be left like in The Witcher. You make one choice, you see the consequences, you're going to be furious or upset or whatever when people end up dead as a result of your actions. Oh, people are going to be crying into their handkerchiefs when they're unhappy with their choices. When key people in the story end up dead. It's going to be marvellous. Engine, right. We don't have much to play with here in terms of time. Online play is certainly not going to... Oh, it can fit in, but it's not going to happen. Right, we need a save game feature. We don't need multiplayer. We just focus this on being the best single player RPG that you need. You don't need multiplayer to ruin everything. Video playback, basic physics, save to cloud instead of that. Mod support is also required. Can we squeeze a bit extra out of this? Oh, I don't know. Video playback or basic physics, or what do we... Oh, gotta get the right mix here, guys. Do excuse me. I've got to get the right mix. Got to get this mix right. So a save game, definitely. Video playback or basic physics. Can we have both? 86. 95. So if we do that, that's probably the best mix. That's probably the best mix. So video playback, basic physics, and a save to cloud, but no mod support for an RPG. I'm kind of a bit shaky on that. What if we took out video playback and had mod support and save game? Yeah, I think that's going to be better. So save game feature for those of you that don't have internet. Just cater to those people. We want everybody to be able to enjoy this game. We've got basic physics for the character models, save to cloud for those of you that want to save to the damn cloud, and then mod support. I'm thinking that online play would have the biggest impact. Do you know what? I'm not gonna harp on about this. Forget it. Right, that's it. It's locked in. Gameplay. Skill trees for the first time. Character progressions. Better user experience. Everything. Everything must go like a closing down sale. Everything must go in there. Everything is in. I'm turning my phone off now, putting it on silent. Do excuse me. Okay, so everything is in that I want in there. I think a bit of jiggery and pokerying there has just about balanced the books. We're off again. 6 o'clock now. How much time is left? I said between 6:30 and 7 o'clock I aim to finish. Hype? Where's the hype gone? Have we got a did we do a large campaign? I don't care if we did. We're doing another one. We're doing another one. This has to be the game to end all games. 1.47 million have turned up. Are you surprised? No, I'm not surprised. People probably have very high expectations. Very, very high. They're going mad at the booth. They were fighting. There were people queuing up 2 days before, and then the people were pushing in, and there were brawls, and it was like Black Friday. There were brawls. Oh, it was a horrendous experience. But well, that's what happens. That's what happens in these places. And here comes Curtin Gillen from Gamers. He wants to do an interview. What's my expectations? Hype is my expectation, love. And if it's a failure, as I said last time when I released the version 3, I shall quit. I shall leave, and I shall be like a... You'll find me in my home, wallowing in my own poo. Beard like Castaway. Dirt, you know, pots of curry and things spilt all over myself. I haven't washed for weeks because I'm so distraught. That's a picture for you to all put into your mind. Do-do-doom, do-diddle-doom, diddle-doom-doo. Oh. The R&D lab is doing nothing. Right, that's not good. Why are you doing nothing, R&D lab? What the hell do I pay you for? 3 million per month to sit there playing with swords in a green screen room? Right, what do we need? Marketing campaign. Let's just use our in-house skills to design a special marketing campaign for our AAA title. Oh, we could have used that for this game and got it more sales, but never mind. Own convention, not very good. License the game engines we don't want to do, and hardware. Go on then. We'll do that just for the laugh, because we are paying for it. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually take the budget down now, because we've got most of the ones that I wanted. Right. Okay. Development stage number 2. I have no drink in my cup. It was only squash, but I think I could do with a whiskey. I don't even drink bloody whiskey. Right. Dialogues. Whoosh! Up it goes. Level design down to 70%. And sound. Oh no, not sound in this one. Sound is in the last one. Artificial intelligence. Not so good. Just enough for AI companions though. Oh, because it's a AAA game, we can get more in. Before we couldn't put both of these in, but now we can. So we can afford to take that down a little bit more, to 20%. Okay. Okay, Joe. Right. Dialogues. Dialogues. We want all the dialogues to be present. Body language, voice-over, dialogue tree, and better dialogues. You're going to be talked till you're going to be talked at no more. Oh, yeah. Everything in. Editor, Easter eggs, minigames, a dynamic environment that reacts to your presence. It's all going to be in there. Any game that we create after this is going to be a flop because we're putting all of our effort into this one game. We have to do it this way. Right, dialogues. Dialogues, design. Erin, don't just sit there looking good. Do some work. Level design is technology. James has kindly asked to do that, the winner of the competition, and I've said, go ahead, James. A man for the job. And Tom References is taking artificial intelligence. Good. Good on you. Right, how many just bear with me. In fact, how many tech stat? We have graphics, which is a tech stat, isn't it? And that's quite high. That's quite high. That's so we need one tech. We need one tech guy free to do graphics. One design guy free to do world design. Well, Eleanor's doing that. So we want Tom. Actually, Ryan, James, you're doing that. Tom, 75. Can I do that? 104. It's going to suffer a little bit. World design. So if Eleanor takes world design, that's fine. And then graphics. Riley takes graphics. He's going to have to. He's not too bad at graphics, is he? I'd rather Tom do it, but he's got something from before. Screwed this up somehow. Yeah, we screwed him over somehow here. Screwed him over. Sound is design. Oh, we're going to struggle. I think it's because it's a AAA game. I think it's now devoting more time to these sliders. So you've got to be. So yeah, this could be why. Right, I'm going to have to go a little bit over. I'm going to have to. There's no choice here. I've got no choice in the matter. Okay. Ah. I think this could be the last game I develop. I can't take the strain anymore. I can't take it. I can't take the stress. Well, the bubbles are going to be off the scale because it's a AAA game, so we're just going to have to. We're chucking everything into it, so all we can do is just pray. Pray! Source code, have the source code. I'm busy, just leave me alone. 40k fans. Hype is increasing. Blooming heck, man. Ooh, these games take ages to develop. We should have developed this game well before G3. I think the G3 hype is finished. We'll be going to the next G3. Right, okay, so this is where things are going to get a bit shaky now. So world design is Eleanor, that's fine. So we were going to do, oh, wait a minute. Graphics is obviously semi-important, like that. And sound was down. Sound was well down. So Riley was going to take graphics. Eleanor was going to take that, and then we were going to be left with you doing that. There we go. So it's a bit of a... it's close. It's close. Is that right? Wait a minute. No. Graphics... yeah, Tom's not a design guy, but... it's only a small amount of sound. Wait a minute. Eleanor... Riley... no. I think we've made some errors here with the staffing, so that's worth bearing in mind for next time. But we're going to chuck everything in we can. So oh, we can't have both. We might have to put the sound up a touch, which could actually help. Probably too much sound too much sound, really. I mean, that's too much sound. But I want both in, so fine. Realistic weather gets thrown in as well as all the rest of the stuff. Is that too much sound? Possibly. But we're rolling with it. We are rolling with it. All we can do now is pray. Do 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 do. Yes, the staffing there was. I think I totally screwed the staffing. I think I could have put somebody on the wrong job or anything. But I think we need to get our. If we're going to make any more games, which I think we will probably do, at least a couple more, we'll have to be much more rigorous with the staffing and making sure that people go into the right place. Which is why, if you make specialists, it just makes it a little bit easier to manage. So this is the Revelations, Final Fantasy number 4 Revelations, and we'll try this down here. Our research is complete. Technology specialist to run. We can create our own gaming console. Very good. Right, I'm going to blah de blah. I'm not bothered about my own console right now. I just want this game to be a hit. I'm going to pull back on this budget now. We have researched everything that I want to research for the time being. We're still creating this game. Oh, good grief! It takes a long time to develop AAA games. Look at the bugs. We've got to bug crunch this as well. Oh, this could well be bloody G3 territory number 2. Should we wait for a second G3? Can we hack this game anymore? We might get there. Would we benefit from a second G3? The first G3 was like just the announcement. It's coming in 2 years' time. This G3 is the game demo. The almost finished, just getting a few bugs out demo. I'm kind of tempted to wait to see if we would benefit from another G3 here. Large booth. I think we would. And it's not as if we're actually sitting on our hands. We are still pumping a last few polishes into the game, and just getting the books balanced. Oh, hype is dropping massively. Here we go. A second G3 with the same game. It's never been done before, but well, we're gonna milk it. We're gonna milk it. Number 1 booth. Go! 1306. 1045. Records have gone through the roof, man. If there was ever a time I would just love to see 10, 10, 10, 11, now would be it. If there's any gods out there, please, my children, I've not seen my children for 12 months. I've been in the office trying to get this game so good. Please, just give it to me. All games, don't screw me over, please. I don't care about any more features. I don't care. I just want this one game to be a hit, to keep the franchise going. I don't want to press it. I don't want to press it, but I've got to do it. I've got to press the button any less. How has this happened? You're all sacked. You're all fired. This is no use to me. At 8.5, it was. How the hell has this happened? It's just got to be the sliders, the staff level, the staffing is all over the damn place. Can't be the features. We put all the damn features in. We've put all the features in. So what the hell was it? I mean, it's not It's not a car crash of a game. An 8.5 is a very respectable game. I'm sure some gaming developers out there would love to have a game 8.5, but we're not just any old Joe developer here, are we? I am horrified. Oh no! 6 in the charts. Oh, what do we do from here? I feel deflated. Oh no! No! Shut up! Stop trying to make me feel better. I wasn't spot on. It's not good enough. Blame Alex and John. I'm blaming all of you. You're all sacked. You're all fired. Get out of my office. The TVs are off the wall. The beanbags are out of the window. Oh, it's hell. These guys. Whew. I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen from this point forward? I don't know. M-Box next. So there you go. These are the future consoles. My God, we have to create an. This is going to be the last game of the session, but it can't be. Can it be? I don't know how MMOs work. Because if we create an MMO of First Fantasy, what's going to happen is we're going to suffer penalties because we're using the same genre topic combination. So we have to create one more game now as a stopgap game, then research everything we possibly can, and then release the MMO. But I don't know if we're going to have enough research points. Oh, what do I do here? Wait a minute, let me see. How much does it cost to get these people trained as specialists? Like level design specialist or world design. Yeah, it's costing like 200 RP. It's just not going to happen. If we create, I'm just gonna a AAA MMO without any specialists is probably going to be the biggest flop, isn't it? I don't know how it works. Right, I'll tell you how this is going to work. 5 million in sales. That's good. Yeah, I think we need to go to their review centre or wherever their buildings are based, and we need to go in there with Uzis and we need to do something about this. Obviously some rival company has paid them to write that tosh about our game and sabotage us. Okay, we've got research points to use. I'm going to we can generate a game report. I mean, I don't know what's going to tell us that we don't already know about First Fantasy. So we're coming close to the end now of the stream and of the series. I'm trying to think how to finish this. I do want to do an MMO. It would be nice to finish, but I just don't think we're going to have the capacity to get the specialists in place in time, especially, and we don't have the RP points to do it. So all I can think of is that we research every last bit of thing that we can get with these people. Advanced body language, cooperative play. I mean, we're never going to use sound, are we really? But we'll put that in. Oh dear. 7.4 million in sales, is that, how high is that compared to our previous? 110 million in profit. I think actually might be the biggest Yeah, it's the most successful game we've ever had. So should we be completely upset? 7.4 million in sales, more than Sons of Apocalypse. More than 7.6. 7.6 was number 3. How many for this one? 7.4. 7.5. 7.6. 7.7. So it sold more than any of its predecessors. So I mean, is it all really doom and gloom? You know, is it really? Somehow I don't think so. It's not about the fact that it's not the requirements themselves, Alex. It's going to take the time. It's just the fact that we don't have enough RP points to specialise everybody. So I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, I can try and make it without specialists, but I reckon it's going to be a pretty bad effort. But then again, we can do it for a laugh. It could be our crashing and burning. We rose so high and then we came crashing down. Someone clipped our wings. Should we wait until these new generation of consoles comes out? The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Next? I think we're going to wait. We're going to wait until they come out, develop one game for those new consoles, and then go for MMO. Even without the specialists, we'll just do our best. But we can now create a new game engine, which we are going to call the Damo2986. We will call it the Damo2986 version 7.75 because there's no upgraded graphics just yet. Do you know what? How do we get graphics volume 6? We have to research it in here. Ah, right. So we'll research that now. It's going to take a while to get the 3D graphics version 6, and then we can bring out the Damo2986 version 8 ready for the MMO using the maximum graphics we can possibly get. So yeah, so in the meantime we will create one more game. We will wait until the new consoles come out. Here we go. Xbox Next is out, so just wait for the PlayStation to come out. So guys, get thinking of a game to do on the next generation of consoles. We have to redeem ourselves from the slight disappointment that was First Fantasy number 4. 8.5, a lot of sales, our most successful game. But you know, when you're an artist, you've got that bit of personal pride. And although people still loved it and the sales were still high and everything was still good, I just know in my heart of hearts it could have been better. And that annoys me, you know. Actually, this is going up quite quickly. Come on, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Come on. Come on. There we go. Right, we're ready. In time for G3 as well. We'll have to make it AAA because we can't go down a size after we've already made a AAA game. So come on. This is the penultimate game. Yeah, I think First Fantasy, we shouldn't kill it with an MMO because we know the MMO is not going to be very good. So what we'll do is we will create this last game and then we will create a community-based MMO. Rather than finishing off with a community-based game, we'll finish off with a community-based MMO because all of our community games haven't been roaring successes, have they? So it will fit with the previous themes. So yeah, what are we going to create now? This is the only game we are going to create for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Next, the next generation of consoles in the future. So what should we make it? Should we go for Game of Thrones? Should we go for Game of Thrones? You wanted it earlier, should we do it? I think we should do Game of Thrones. It's not going to be an RPG though, because I want to say, well, yeah, I think we're going to go for RPG as an MMO, so let's pick a genre that's completely... We could do simulation, or we could do an adventure. We could do it as an adventure. That could work. What would it be? Alternative history? What would Game of Thrones come under? Fantasy. Probably a fantasy. But does fantasy and adventure work? I think it does. Yeah, fantasy adventure. Game of Thrones, a Game of Thrones game. People are screaming Mass Effect. I think no, I don't want to do another RPG. So adventure games are very similar to RPGs in the types of fields that they use, so it would be quite fitting still. So if we do it as a fantasy-based adventure, no, we can't do fantasy because we've just used fantasy. Oh shoot! Shooty, shooty, shooty. What could we do instead of fantasy? I mean, instead of yeah. Alternative history. That doesn't work well with adventure though. Damn emblastation. Medieval. Doesn't work well with adventure. We could make it alternative history action. Bend it slightly a little bit. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? We could make another strategy. We have made a simulation for a while. Do you know what? Oh no, but we want to use all the platforms, don't we? We want to use all the platforms. So the Mbox Next, the PlayStation 5, and the PC. So it has to be a coverall. Has to be a coverall. Diddly dee, diddly dee, dee dee. Diddly dee, diddly dee, dee dee dee. Action games work well. Simulation works on all of them. I think simulation works well. So I think we're going to do a simulation game. We're going to do a simulation game. I think we should do a light-hearted game. I think we've had all this serious stuff. Didn't somebody in the previous session do something, say something about along the lines of a cooking a simulation game based on the Great British Bake Off? Should we do something like that? I think we should. I think we should do cooking simulation, just to do something completely different to anything we've ever done. On all these next-gen systems, the big Ambrose Productions is going to come out with a cooking simulator as a way to slap its fans in the face. What do you think? I think it could work. I think it could work. What could we call it? Pyrim. So okay, Ruben, you've got it. All right, you haven't spoken up all session with anything that I've considered to be capable, but I'm in desperate need here, desperate times, and I'm going to give you the spotlight here. It's going to be Pyrim, a cooking simulation, a AAA cooking game. I mean, what the hell? Every recipe known to man shall be crammed into this game. You want to make tikka masala? No problem. Steak and kidney pie? Get it whipped up in a few seconds. Every recipe is going to be in there. Special appearances from celebrity chefs, voiced over by Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver, and other such famous chefs who I can't think of at the moment. Yeah, it's going to be a AAA cooking game. I could just picture it now. New game engine. Didn't we make the version 7.75? Oh, did we not make it? Wait a minute here. Or was I waiting to do this? I can't remember. Forget it. It's going to go on the 7.5. It's tough titties. So here we go. Pyrim, Fryrim. No, it's Pyrim. We're giving Ruben the spotlight here. We're giving it to him. We're giving it. Pyrim, here we go. Coming to a store near you. Oh, here we go. I can't believe I'm writing this down on the paper here. Pyrim, and I can't believe I'm doing it. I really can't. Right, large booth, please. You mock me, people. But oh, we could do the special marketing. Will we be able to do that in time? Oh, will we be able to? Oh, we can't. We're doing 3D graphics. Right, okay, forget it. Forget the special marketing. We're doing Pyrim. Right, I need to. Okay, I need to ensure that I don't screw up the sliders now, so I'm going to write down, if you just bear with me guys, you'll have to bear with me for these next two games. I just want to see, I don't want to screw them up any more than is necessary. So it's a simulation game, so game engine, okay, gameplay and story, so gameplay, story, okay. So then we've got where are we? Simulation, dialogues, level design, and AI, and then we're finishing off with world design. Okay, graphics and then sound. So graphics, sound. And then I need to ensure that everybody gets a fair crack at the whip. So keep bearing with me. Talk amongst yourselves, folks. Sorry about this, but it's important that I get this right. So what I'm going to focus on first is I'm going to focus on, so gameplay is very important. So gameplay is design. So if we put Benjamin, sorry, on gameplay, right, okay. Who's this? This is Benjamin. So he's out of the game, basically. And story and quests, not really very important. And engine, semi-important. Right, okay. So the next important one is AI, and that is definitely a tech stat, so we shall give that to James. Okay, good. And then graphics is also a tech-based stat, so we should give that to Tom. Okay, so those sorted. Sound. Right, so that's the biggest important ones done. Gameplay, AI, and graphics. So then we move to the semi-important ones, which is game engine, which is tech. So I would prefer a tech person to do that. It can't be James or Tom. So it'll have to be, if we do Riley. Okay, so that's Riley on engine. Right. The next important one is level design. With a tech. Bloody hellfire. So level design. Tech. 622 Eleanor. Okay. And then sound as well is also another. That's a design. So if we put Erin on that, Erin goes on to sound. And that's the main ones taken care of. We can fit the rest in and around what we need to fit. So okay. Sorry about that. Right. Hey, a story quest. Not very important. We have a simulation-based game, so can throw in some advanced cutscenes of all the various cooking methods, and maybe say, oh yeah, lovely full motion video, interactive story, moral choices, linear story, advanced cutscenes. That'll do, I suppose. Or maybe yeah, full motion video. Yeah, even better. Get that in there. Game engine. Online play. Cook off against your mates. And tick off save game multiplayer. Leave save to so leave all of them on. That's fine. All of the gameplays are on. these methods have been done. So Riley. So it wasn't Story. Story is No, Story shouldn't be Benjamin. No. Story shouldn't be Benjamin. Forget that. Okay, so we've got Story, Dialogue, and World Design left. So Story, Dialogue, and World Design. They're all design, aren't they? So who are we not using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Somebody we're not using. Eleanor? Me! Not using me! Okay, so I'll take that then. I'll take the crumbs. So I'll take this. I'll take the crumbs. So Story Quest, I'll do that. Alright. Phew! What a hell load of crap here. What a load of jiggery pokery. Does anybody else stress themselves out playing this game like this? Right, marketing. Let's go for it. A large campaign. Oops, I think we're still number 1 at G3. Of course we are. Of course we are. I say with confidence. This is going to be a 5. Zachary, have some bloody faith, man. This game has been suggested by my star creative genius. It's bound to be a hit. Gary White, what do you want? I'm going to be modest this time. I'm not convinced. Next generation graphics can be thrown into our final game engine for our final masterstroke. Or final flop. Maybe that's what we should call our new MMO. Final flop. Okay. So Pyrim is well on its way. G3 is gone. Why is the hype so small? So I have everything sorted in my notes here, so this should be a quicker process. Right, we've got dialogues. Not very important. Level design and high AI. Okay, so level design is being taken by Eleanor. Artificial intelligence is being taken by James. And I shall take the crumbs. Dialogues, right. We'll have voiceover, and that's probably about it. And a dialogue tree. I don't know how a dialogue tree will work in a cooking simulation, but it's going to work in ours. Voiceovers from the celebrity chefs. Level editor, create your own kitchen. Easter eggs, literally, chocolate Easter eggs you can make on screen for yourself. Mini games, lots of cooking mini games. I can picture them now. Descaling fish, deboning fish, all the fun stuff. And a dynamic environment where ovens leave the oven on too long and you can burn the kitchen down, and that's all. Yeah, oh yes, oh marvelous, marvelous. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Better AI, and even AI companions, your own AI sous chef, commis chef, pastry chef, and you get to shout expletives, Gordon Ramsay style, as they screw up. This is beautiful. I'm convincing myself to buy a copy. I'm researching nothing. Oh, that's true. Even though I'm researching nothing, actually, you still get research points as a result of pumping money into it. But yeah, we don't want to pump money into that. So goodbye. We'll take our profits, thank you very much. Pyrim, high in the sky rim. We've got about 20 minutes to go, guys. Can we get an MMO created in that time? You bet your monkeys we can. Diddle-oon, doon, diddle-oon, diddle-oon. Do you think it'd be too late to actually utilise... Oh, for God's sake, leave me alone! To utilise our own marketing campaign for our AAA game. Let's try it. See if we can get a marketing campaign up and running for a AAA game to increase the hype before it's finished. Right, let's have a look at this. World design is going to be non-existent, near enough. Quite low. Graphics up. And sound up. About there. Okay, so graphics is taken by Tom. Sound by Erin. And that leaves us with world design, and we're all pretty stressed. So can Erin take that? 108. Can I take it? 114. Can he take Eleanor? 107. So we can't quite fit it all in. No matter how we do it, somebody's going to be overworked. Well, Erin's taking that, so I don't want her to do two things. So I think Eleanor is going to have to foot the bill here, because I'm not going to overwork myself. I'm the boss. So Eleanor's going to be stressed this time round, but we're not too bad. I mean, we could decrease it to 15%, which I will do, in fact. I think I will do that. Or we could actually do a bit more. No. Yeah, decrease that to 15%. World design. That'll do. So all the graphics, all the sounds, and as for world design, it's a bloody cooking game. Virtual economy, because of course you have to sell your products and maybe set up a career mode, set up your own thriving restaurant. Virtual economy required. Realistic weather in a kitchen? Maybe not. But a rich backstory? Definitely. Create your own character. Create your own sob story. Like a reality TV show. And I lost my parents at a young age, and they were fabulous chefs, and they left me in their will enough money to start up my own restaurant, and the heartbreak, the intrigue, it's all coming out as you create this character. Yes, I like it. I like it! Should we release some more trailers? We've had one. I don't care. I'm paying for 2 marketing campaigns. I don't know if I'll get the benefits, but I don't care. I'm going to market this until I can market it no bloody more. I'm going to shove it in people's faces. You didn't think a cooking simulator would work? Well, I proved you wrong. It's the best thing since sliced bread. No pun intended, of course. Right, this is it. We're done. We're almost done. We're nowhere near in terms of the bubbles, the previous game, which is frustrating, because of the previous game we put everything in that we could possibly put in, and it's let us down. But anyway, I'm still not. We won't cry over spilled milk. No more puns intended. Sorry, honestly. Right, now we're going to crunch those bugs. The hype is still slightly going up. We're coming close to G3 again. Double G3 hit. We're almost close to be able to market AAA games ourselves, so we might just actually wait for both of these things to swing around to give us as much hype as possible to help us on our way. $1055-1013. Yeah, this is nowhere near as much as First Fantasy. So this is gonna, yeah, I think having First Fantasy be so stat heavy is gonna really cripple us for future games, but it was the risk we took. Right, we can actually do it now. We can actually do our own special marketing, can't we? Can we not? We just finished the research on it. Do we have to research it ourselves? We've researched the damn thing, haven't we? We can't use it though, for some reason. Oh well. Finish. Pi Rim. 108 or 1083. 1034. Do you think people are going to buy this? Do you think we've sold? Whoa! Okay, calm down. Here we go. Increase in wages, blah de blah. Look at all the research. Oops. Oops a daisy. Here comes Pi Rim, baby. Pi Rim, high pie in the sky rim. Right. #1 booth for the 3rd consecutive year. What do we need? No loading screens. Uh-oh. Here we go! Pyrim! Oh, okay, Ruben. You should be quaking in your boots here, boy-o. Ugh. Ugh. Another one fired. There's been nobody left in this bloody office. 6. Jesus. Blooming Christ O'Reilly. Dynamic world. So this is it, boys and girls. This is it. We're moving on to the final piece of the puzzle. We are moving on to the MMO. This will be the last game that we create, and I already know it's not going to be a massive box office hit because we don't have specialists in our team to enable us to make use of all the features. But we're going to do it anyway. It's still selling, but it's yeah. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Leave, exit stage left, Ruben. Collect your P45 on the way out. In fact, no, I won't be hasty. I knew it was going to not be a massive hit. It was a bit of a stopgap game, of course. I shall leave you here for now. We are creating an MMO. I might need some help on this. But I'm not happy. Final flop online. I'm tempted that it'd be fitting, won't it? The final flop. The one game that closes the damn company down because I'll end up retiring as CEO. I'll just like, you know what? I need to hand over. I need to hand over. Oh. We've been self-publishing AAA games ourselves. Apparently it's best to do it when you've got 1 million fans. Who gives a... Do I look like I care? Past the point of no return now. Right. 224... Well, we need to... What we're going to do is we're going to do a round of training for our people here. One last round of training. Ready for this big game that will be coming people's way. Let's get ready. Let's get ready and design, train in design, train in design or technology, makes no difference, train in technology, I shall train as well in technology. So we're down to our bare bones now. Bare bones. So what are we doing? We need to come to a general consensus. What are we calling our MMO? Obviously it's got to be an RPG. It's got to be, hasn't it? Is it going to be a fantasy? A medieval? Post-apocalyptic? Could we? I don't want to kill any franchises off. Goodbye, PlayStation 4. We're ready. We've trained. Oh, we're not ready. We're not ready. We need a custom game engine. What am I talking about? Damo2986. I don't know, what should we call this? It's the Damo2986 version 8, isn't it? But it's the last game engine that we will ever develop. What could we call the game engine? The Damo2986, yeah, the Final First Fantasy. Damo2986, you get thinking, I'm going to stick everything in I can possibly stick into this. So we've got the new 3D graphics, we've got the MMO support, which we need for that, we've got the Visorious support, cooperative play, we've got advanced body language, no loading screens, dynamic world, orchestral sound, I'm going to call it not quite, John. Not quite. Very close. I'm going to call it Damnation. Blaster Damnation. The final game engine that we shall ever use. And this game engine has been specifically created for the MMO. Please God, as long as it's, you know what? As long as it's above a 7, I'll consider that a success. That's my yardstick. A 7. If we can get a 7 on an MMO and live off the proceeds for the rest of our days with DLCs and the expansion packs and everything else that comes with it, I suppose we could retire happy. But bear in mind we've got no specialists. I mean, we could train a specialist as many as we can fit in the research points. See how many research points we get, and see if we can maybe train one specialist. We'll make sure that Benjamin Wilkerson is the story and quest specialist, because he has created a lot of our story and quests for the First Fantasy series. So even if we just get one specialist out of this, it might help the score a little bit. So this is our last chance. This is it. This is the final game. After this game is completed, the stream series is over. I don't know when the game's ending. In fact, in terms of timing, is it 35 years? Because we might be close to the end now. I don't want it to end. I want to see if we can release this. Train. Can you be the? Oh, you can be a dialogue specialist. That's no use. Well, it's still MMO, isn't it? And I want at least one specialist. So Benjamin is that. So whilst he's training, I'm just going to get my... Right, so if he's doing dialogues, who's he? Benjamin. Right, Ben is doing dialogues. We need to make sure that we get this sorted here. RPG. Story and quest. Who's our other specialist? Oh, is he done? Is he done? Large booth, quick. Develop, we're off. MMO! It's going to be an RPG MMO, of course. AAA. We're off and running. Here we go. So, what have we got? We've got Space, World of First Fantasy, Last Fantasy of the Battle of the Five Armies, Space Wars, no Last Fantasy, I think it's too close anyway to release it. Well, it's not, because we don't have to do it as a sequel, do we? You know what? It was suggested by John Desper. I didn't want to kill the series in this way, but I'm going to kill it. I'm gonna kill it. It is the final First Fantasy Evolution. That was the suggestion. It's going to be on the PC only, or should it be on the PC only? Are there any MMOs released on the consoles? I think there is, isn't there? Anyway, it's next generation. Yeah, there is. I'm sure there is. So it's going to be released on all. It's going to be on everything that we can. All the good stuff. The Damnation engine, RPG, MMO. Of course, it's going to have to be fantasy. We're killing off. We're killing it off. It's my baby to kill, so I'm going to kill it. And if it's a hit, then we'll be pleasantly surprised. Right, final First Fantasy Evolution, a AAA, everyone rated fantasy RPG. All consoles. I say all, you know, the big three. MMO. Yeah. Just double check. Should we be making it mature? It works as a mature, it works as everyone. I think we'll stick with everyone. We're ready. I think we're ready. We're taking that plunge. The new graphics. This game, look how much it's costing to make this game. 50 million. 50 million! We must be smoking something here. This could make or break us. Not only our reputation, but us financially. Oh, my godfather's here. I'm so stressed. I don't know why. We should know. You know what? I'm not going to get stressed about it. I know it's not going to be very good, so we're just going to go with the flow. We're just going to go with it. But I still need to make sure that I get the sliders and staff members sorted. So Benjamin's taking. So let's get things sorted here. La-di-di-do, la-di-di-da, la-di-di-do. It's an RPG. We've got story and quests. Very important. Gameplay. So-so. And then engine. I'll put it right down to its lowest. Don't want no messing around here. Nothing is going to get in our way. So story and quests. We need a design specialist on the case there, but not Benjamin. So Erin is taking story quests. Erin Farmer, you'll come along, dear. Story quests. Gameplay is also a design stat. Let me just sort the big ones out first, though. So RPG, so we've got story and quest, dialogues, and the other big one is world design, which is also a dialogue. So we'll need world design to be Eleanor. Eleanor Lamb. So that's a big 3. Sorted. We move to the next biggest, which is gameplay, which is going to be design. So me, I shall take gameplay. Alright. The next biggest, level design. That's tech, funnily enough. And that will be James. Okay. Alright, the next biggest is graphics. And that is also tech. So that will be Tom. And that leaves us with the crappy ones. So the crappy ones are game engine, which is tech, Riley, yeah, and that leaves us AI, which is also pretty low, and that's a tech, Riley again, and the last one is sound, which is a design, and whoever can fit it in. Right, we're done. So we have story and quest, moral choices, interactive story, full motion video, advanced cutscenes, branching story, interactive story, simple cutscene, advanced. So everything we can possibly put in has been put in for story quest. Gameplay. It's an MMO. VR support for an MMO. Cooperative play. Skill trees. Forget Visorious. Character progression. Achievements. That's too much. That is too much. So let's take something out here. Let's just think about this. Cooperative play is a big one. Cooperative. Do you need that? I don't know. MMO, cooperation. We'll definitely need skill trees. Character progression also. Achievements will be good. Better user experience. Tutorials. We can't put in anything. We can't put in that one. Okay, cooperative play I'm going to leave off. It doesn't really fit for an MMO anyway, I don't think. So we'll put in tutorials, achievements, character progression, skill trees. Yeah, that'll do. Happy with all of that then? Oh, G3, 1.6 million. #1 booth, baby. Marketing. Can we now do any sort of marketing with AAA sizing? Yeah, no. Don't know how that works. Andrew McNamara. What do you want to know, Andrew? More engine or more dialogues? More dialogues, please. Thank you. Of course, yes, everybody will agree. Of course, they will agree. It's a no-brainer, you fools. You think I'm stupid? Whew, right. Goodbye, Xbox One. Here we go. Dialogues, level design, and AI. Down, down, down. Going deeper underground. So we got dialogues. Who's taking dialogues? Benjamin is a dialogue specialist. Come forth, Benjamino. Level design is taken by James. James, where are you? There he is. And artificial intelligence is taken by Riley, Mr. Sweeper-Upper. Right, lovely. Dialogues. We want everything. Advanced body language. Dialogue tree. Better dialogues. Voice over. And we want no loading screens. Take off the level editor. Take off Easter eggs. Mini games, dynamic environment, and no loading screens. Oh yeah. Better AI and AI companions. Yep. Looking good. It's a 7, says John. Already committing to a review score. I think I'd be happy with a 7 or more. It'll do me nicely. As long as it's not like a 5, you know, a really bad flop. Because actually, even though it doesn't feel like it, this is another Final Fantasy. This is another First Fantasy. It's the 5th in the series. It's the online equivalent. We should be bothered about it. This could kill the brand if it's horrendous. But if it is horrendous, we could sort of distance ourselves and say it's not part of the original single player. It's a different baby, different ball game. And then we shall quickly retire away and never be seen again. Ambrose Productions will probably go down the Swanee. Wow. And here we go. So we have world design up, graphics there, sound off. I'm going to have to go downstairs in a minute because I've got a very strong smell of gas. I hope I haven't got a bloody gas leak. If you hear a big explosion, you know what's happened. Right, Eleanor is world design. She's already on it. Graphics is Tom. He's already on it. And sound can be taken by anybody that can take it. Riley, nice one. So graphics, full done. Sound, surround sound and orchestral soundtrack. No, can't do both. Can't do both. Orchestral soundtrack on its own. That'll have to do. Orchestral soundtrack, baby. And then in terms of world design, open world, day-night cycle, virtual economy, realistic weather, dynamic world, and a rich backstory. Might have to just take back a couple of these though to fit it in. There we go. Let's go. Oh, right. Bear with me. I'm just going to go check downstairs because there is a very strong smell of gas. Bear with me. Okay, everything's fine. It's not gas I can smell, it's cooking, but what kind of cooking smells like gas? I don't know. Right, we're done. It's in the lap of the gods now. I'm quiet. I'm going to be quiet now. I'm just sort of waiting with nervous energy, nervous anticipation. I'm just... it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Bless their little hearts. They're all working feverishly on the damn thing. Maybe I've cracked the whip too hard on these guys. Maybe I've cracked the whip too hard. I'm beginning to feel so. I've been very, very mean. A mean leader. Look at the bugs. Wow. Oh, the game is ending at the end of the year. Thank God we had enough time to to finish this. Not enough time, obviously, to be able to develop any expansion packs and everything else, but, well, as long as I get the review scores in, I'll be happy. Right, we're going to just let this max out as high as it can. Just let the score max out. G3 for the final time, 1.7 million, and for the 5th or 6th time in a row we are the #1 booth, so the fans still have their faith in us. A high degree of hype, but we're not finished yet. We're finishing this game properly to give it the maximum chance of success. Gun. Okay, here we go guys, this is a final game. The game is going to end at the end of this year. It's a new record across the board. No specialists apart from dialogues, so this is probably not going to be a smash hit, but can we get it above a 7? That'll do for me. The final First Fantasy Evolution is out there. What is the reception? Oh, well, I'll take it. It's an 8. It's better than I expected. It's not a flop, and it's a nice way to end. Oh wow. So there we go. The MMO is now on sale. They work different than normal games. They generate income but also cause maintenance costs, as we need to run game servers and provide customers services. Unlike other games which have a limited sales duration, MMOs sell indefinitely. You will have to decide yourself when you want to take an MMO off the market. So we can make expansion packs, but we have only played the shorter version of the game rather than the 42 years time span, so we won't have time to do this, but this has been a blast. It really has. Wow. So there we go. I mean, how many? Look at this. And it's gonna continue to sell and sell and sell and sell until we take it off the market. So we can just all sit here until the end of the year and reap the rewards. Wow. Well, team, you have done a good job, but I am going to be retiring at the end of this year. Eleanor is going to take over as the new CEO of the company in my absence. I hope you all have a great time. But I have 35 years I've been developing games. I've got too many grey hairs on my head. Look at the sales. Look how steady they are. Ooh, that's a good year. That's a good year. Right, before the game ends, let's just have a look at the game history. So Final First Fantasy Evolution has sold a 5.1 million. Actually, it's not as much as this one, which is 8.3, but it will, if the game was allowed to run longer, I'm sure it would definitely outsell it. But yeah, cost us 22.4 million to, oh no it doesn't, what am I saying? Cost us 74 million to make this. We've only just turned a profit. But we're not going to see the full benefit of its life cycle, I suppose. But it was fun making it. Definitely it was good fun. Let's see what the end of the year awards are like and the end of the game. I've never reached the end game before. So here we go. CEO of Ambrose Productions has been awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award for the contributions to the game industry. 35-year career, and has delivered many groundbreaking games. Can you name them? Super Mario Sisters? Let's name the crack. Let's put it, Super Mario Sisters. That was a big hit. Johnny 5, Deus Vult, Johnny's Revolution was quite a big one. The first fantasy series were all pretty big. What else was another big one? First, yeah, we had, of course, Sons of the Apocalypse. That was a good one. So yeah, we've had a fair few corkers. Yeah, and the company is most recently known for Project Arkham Driving, as if that was the biggest hit to come out of our bloody company. Come on. First Fantasy? Apocalypse? Could have named any game. Congratulations, you have finished the game. We will calculate your final score and show you some statistics. Oh, I may continue playing after that. Wow. Didn't know that. So here's our final score. Least profitable game, Dizzy. Most used topic, fantasy. Most used genre, action. 130 research topics. Total research complete 64. Design points generated. Tech points generated. Small games created 16. Medium games 9. Large games 8. AAA games 3. Good games 17. Top hits 10. 2 publishers used. 34 self-published games. Bestseller Project Arkham Driving. Really? I'm surprised at that. 1.1 million. Here we go. Finish the game. 357.4 million in cash, and I am shocked. I am shocked that the biggest seller we ever had out of all those epic games we played, we created, was Project Arkham Driving. Wow. Maybe we should have stuck to being a racing game specialist. Anyway, there we have it. No other story elements, no other platform releases, but we can, if we wanted, continue on and develop expansion packs and develop more games. But to be quite frank with you, as I said, I am retiring, and Eleanor Lamb is the new CEO. Can she take the company forward? Well, who knows? Maybe we'll never know. But I am done. Wow! Well, guys, thank you to all of you who did turn up at some point throughout this stream series. It's been a blast. I hope you've enjoyed my my histories and enjoyed taking part in creating some of these games, recreating historical games and creating our own games. It's been a blast. I've really enjoyed this series. So thank you all for taking part. My dinner is very soon ready, and then I'm going to watch a movie at a friend's house. So I really must get cracking. So once again, thank you all, and stay tuned. Later this evening I will be uploading a video update in relation to future streams, and also about 2 new LPs that I will be starting next week. I'm going to push the boat out and start some more LPs. Yeah, video update in about an hour's time. So until next time, until the next stream, see you soon.